Okay, guys, I hope you guys are ready. Let me do this sum with you. Suppose the government, okay, I have here the first one. Consider that farmers who cultivate pumpkins in a certain country are having a hard time making a living selling pumpkins. The current demand and supply conditions in the pumpkin market are given by the equations below. Quantity demand is 350 minus 10p. Quantity supply is minus 40 plus 5p. So what are the market equivalent price and quantity? You all know how to do this. So I'm going to do here. Q is equal, QD is equal, QS. How to find the equilibrium price and equilibrium quantity. So first of all, I'm going to find the equilibrium price. So I'm going to write here equilibrium price. Do with me, guys. So we have QD 350 minus NP is equal minus 40 plus 5p, right, guys? Then I got this 40p. I will bring this side, the next side. So I got 350 plus 40p. 40 is equal. This is 2018 past paper, deficiency paper. Actually, this is one of the toughest paper. When I hit chat, my entire thing goes. Okay, let me write it again, guys. No problem. I'll write here. Quantity supplied, quantity demand is equal quantity supplied. So quantity demand is 350 minus 10p is equal minus 40 plus 5p. So I'm going to take 40 this side. So it will become 350 plus 40 is equal 10p will come minus 10p will come to this side. It becomes 15p and 390 is equal 15p. So I'm going to divide both by 15. How do I divide this, guys? 390 divided by 15 is equal 15p divided by 15. Okay, so when I divide this both by 15, I get price as 20. How much is 26 is my price. This is my equilibrium price, guys, which I have found. Then I need to find my equilibrium quantity. I can either take quantity demand or quantity supply when I formulate it. If I go with quantity demand, I'm going to take quantity demand to make the equilibrium quantity. I can show you in both ways. In both ways, you can find the equilibrium quantity. So QD is equal. I can take 350. I'll take this in. I'll copy this to my whiteboard, guys. Let me move on to whiteboard, so it's easy for me to calculate. Let me move on to whiteboard. So it's a big complete area to calculate. So we can have everything on a look what we are doing. Okay. So now the first one which I have written, QD is equal 350. So let me list this off. Okay. QD is equal 350. Minus what is the formula? 350 minus 10p. That is the formula. So how do we find the actual balances for this? Now we already found 350 minus 10p is the formula. Now we need to find the equilibrium quantity. We'll take 350 minus, we found the price, minus 10 into price is 26. So I will multiply by 26. So 10 into 26 will become 260. So 350 minus 260 will give me a balance of 110. This is the equilibrium quantity. You can write 110. And the question says something related to metric tons, if I'm not mistaken. Let me read the question again, guys. It says that consider farmers who cultivate pumpkins in a certain country are having a hard time making a living selling pumpkins. The current demand supply conditions in the pumpkin market are given by the supply by the equations below. What are the market equivalent price and quantity? So it's better you write in metric tons because they are requested to write in metric tons. So I'll write here 110 metric tons. The first one. So once we do the first one, not 110, it should be 90, guys. What am I doing? So I'll cut this out. This is 90 actually. 350 minus 260 is 90 metric tons. Then after doing this particular thing, we are moving on to the next part of the sum. It says that Suppose the government decides to help farmers by implementing a deficiency payment scheme. Under this scheme, the government will guarantee farmers that they will receive 30 per kilogram of pumpkin, and just ask that they sell at all of the pumpkins they produce at whatever the price they can get it from the market. How much pumpkins will the farmers supply to the market now? So you need to be able to identify how much is the actual pumpkins this suppliers can sell if the price is at 30. So I'm going to move on to my whiteboard. I'm going to write the same formula. Now the second one I'm going to do it B. Now I'm going to take the supply formula because I'm going to supply it to the market. So I need to know how much I can supply. The supply formula was minus 40 plus 5P. So I can take minus 40. Now the product price they are giving is going to be 5 into 30, right guys? This is the guaranteed price the government has informed us that they're going to give. So 5 into 30 will give me 150, minus 40 will give me an answer of 110 metric tons. So this is the answer for the second one. Very simple, but you should not get complicated with the answer they have given on the question. The way they are asking, it's not going to be hard, guys. So you need to think it's going to be very practical and easy, but you will think it's a bit hard like that. But actually, it's not hard. What price do farmers need to charge? So they're asking you, what price do farmers need to charge in order to sell the entire supply? Now I bring the quantity supplied amount with the quantity demand formula. Why do I do that, guys? I bring the quantity supplied amount with the quantity demand formula. The reason I just wanted to know, am I selling the exact quantity supplied with the quantity demand? So now quantity demand was actually on that sum. We got answer of what is the answer now? They're asking how much you can sell to these consumers. So quantity demand was 350 minus 10p, the formula. So I'm going to take the 100 metric tons, 110. So actually, if I take 110 the next side, it will become 350 minus 110 is equal plus 10p. And I will take 240 is the answer, is equal 10p. So what is the amount now consumers are willing to pay? 240 divided by 10 and 10 price divided by 10 will give me 24 rupees for a price. Yeah, it was price. So this is the amount of money the consumers are willing. Why? Because I took the formula of demand. The reason they have said that supply, you can supply only to the market is this much. With the supply, you connect the demand and see how much you can supply to the entire market. Do you get it? So then we move on to the next part of the sum. Calculate. Okay, then we have how much will farmers receive from the government as deficiency payment. So what is the maximum amount these people can get from the government? Because now government is giving 30 rupees, right? But these people are only willing to pay how much? 24 rupees. So the suppliers are losing 6 rupees actually. So I'm going to write here D, amount of the deficiency payment received by the farmers from the government. So how much they are receiving actually? You know the market price. Actually, the guaranteed price was minus is the amount they're going to receive, minus market price into the number of quantities they're going to sell. New quantity, which we found now. So guaranteed price was 30. The government said they will give, and the market price was 24. So we have got a 6 rupees gap. And new quantity was 110,000 metric ton. 110,000 you can write, or 110, both are same because it's metric tons. You can represent that way also. So 6 into 110 will give you an answer of 660 metric tons. 660,000 rupees or 660. Still it's same, guys. Still its answer is going to be correct. Then we move on to the next part of the sum, E. What is our E? In E we have calculate the consumer surplus and produce a surplus after the introduction of deficiency payment scheme. Now I need to find the consumer surplus and produce a surplus. For this, you need to know the formula of these two. What is the formula for consumer surplus, guys? You already know it. You might have learned this. So write the formula here. E, right? Consumer surplus. What's the formula actual? You have maximum price, maximum demand price minus equilibrium price. So I'll write here in the brackets. Then you have equilibrium quantity divided by 2. This is how the formula comes. Now, how do you find my maximum demand price? The question mark. How to find? So you need to find the maximum demand price, right, guys? I explain you how to find this. So I'm going to erase the A, B, C, and D. Okay. So I'm going to erase this part, which is. Let me erase this off. 1, 2, 3, 4. I'll have to erase it. Now I'm going to teach you how to find the maximum demand price. You know, when it comes to demand, you have a formula. When it comes to demand, you had a formula. QD is equal. We found the formula. They're given 350 minus 10p, right? So now, how do you find the maximum demand price? I take this QD as 0. I need to consider it as 0. 350 minus 10p, and then bring this 350 on the other side, opposite side. So it becomes minus 350 is equal minus 10p, right? So I divide both by 10, 350 divided by 10, and minus 10p divided by 10. So when I do this, I get 35 as my minus price, but no problem. Always demand will have a minus value, so we need to consider plus 35 here when we are finding the formula. So we found the maximum demand price actually. So I'm gonna put the working. So 35 minus what is the equilibrium price they have given? As it is a new equilibrium price we found. They're asking after minimum price. So I will not go with equilibrium price. I will change my formula a bit, because here normally I need to go when it comes to consumer surplus. Normally in exams, if they haven't if they have given equilibrium price, you need to go with equilibrium price. But here I will not go with equilibrium price. The reason here they are given after minimum price on the question. So after minimum price only you need to use in the paper price. So what is the after minimum price? The new equilibrium price, because of the quantity we have given. So the new equilibrium price was 35 minus, let me erase this off, 35 minus 35 minus 24, because that is the new equilibrium price, into equilibrium quantity. What was our new equilibrium quantity? 110, which is also new equilibrium quantity, because they have requested after minimum price. So I will go with new equilibrium quantity. I'll put a small formula here. Okay. Now 35 divided by 24, 35 minus 24, divide into 110 divided by 2. What is my answer? 35 minus 24 will give me 11. 11 into 110 will give me 1210. So 1210 divided by 2 will give me a value of 605. So this is the actual value of consumer surplus. As we learned on the beginning of the chart, when I explained you, normal consumer surplus, consumer is losing a lot than the producer, right? Producer surplus will be always higher than the consumer surplus, because consumer is losing as per the knowledge we went through. So now only producer, then as per the charts we learned, producer got B and D, whereas only consumer got the A part, as we discussed. But here we are going to go through the same way of phase. Now let me explain the next part of the sum. It says that I'm going to find the next question of the sum says that calculate the consumer surplus and producer surplus after the introduction of deficiency payment scheme. So deficiency payment scheme, minimum pricing, guaranteed pricing, everything is same. Don't get confused with the tricks on the examiner. So you need to write quantity, we might write quantity supply, QS is equal to find the minimum pricing, guys. We need to do that. What is the formula they give me? 40 plus 5p. To find my minimum pricing, I will take Q as 0 is equal minus 40 plus 5P. So I'll bring the 40 to the next side. It will become plus 40 is equal plus 5P. And I will divide by 40 both by 5 and 5 by 5. So then of course I will get 40. 40 I get by how much I get, guys? 40 divided by 5. I will get 8 actually on both sides. So here I will get price as 5P divided by 5 and I get 8 is equal price. So now I found my minimum pricing. What is the formula of producer surplus? So let me teach you the formula producer surplus. So producer surplus formula is going to be producer surplus formula. How do you take? You take the new market price. So I'll write here the new market price. Normally they will say equilibrium price, but here you have new market price. So new price, new equilibrium price. So new equilibrium price minus what is the minimum price? Minimum price into equilibrium quantity. Here in this sum they are asking after minimum price. So I will write new equilibrium quantity. Yeah. So after writing new equilibrium quantity, I'm almost done. I need to divide it by number 2. So new equilibrium price was 24 minus minimum price was 8 into equilibrium price was how much, guys? I will take equilibrium quantity as 110. Yeah, sorry, I had a small mistake because this is producer surplus. Producer surplus is not going with the amount, but the producers are willing to pay. Producer surplus are getting the 30 rupees amount because government is giving producers 30 rupees, whereas consumers are only agreed for pay 24 rupees. That's the reason we went with 24 rupees for consumers, whereas for producers we didn't go with the 24 rupees of market price. The reason it is consumers agreeing, but for producer government is giving 30 rupees. So I will go with 30 minus 8. Then I will get my equilibrium quantity. Same equilibrium quantity 110 divided by 2. So 30 minus 8 is 22 into 110 divided by 2. So I will get 2420 divided by 2 as 1210. Did you all understand? Please inform me so I can explain if you want me to explain. I'm expecting a question from this area in your this time exam. So I want you guys to be very concerned about this. Please write the formula. Please understand the things. Why I took producer surplus, why I took consumer surplus, you need to understand. In consumer surplus, I took only 24 rupees. The reason their consumers were agreed to give 24 rupees, but I took for producer surplus 30 rupees because government has informed producers will get. Normally a minimum price is only for producers side, not for consumer side. That you need to remember when you're doing the sum.